Talks.
All right, everybody. Welcome to show 72 of Mickey Talks, brought to you by Barnes Paving. Give them a call right now, 443-243-3710 if you need paving done. Anything from commercial to residential, driveways, patchwork, whatever it is, Barnes Paving is your people. That's BARNES paving.com. MHIC licensed and insured, and certainly the best of credit with the Better Business Bureau. Great people there at Barnes Paving, Matt, and we're certainly lucky to have them.
Happy to have them, of course. Yeah, we're very grateful for those guys.
Yeah, they've been amazing. So far, so good, right?
Call them up to fill that crack, man.
That's all you need. Fill the crack, call Barnes. That might be their new slogan.
New slogan, yeah.
How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. How about you? How was your day?
I'm really tired, Matt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What, are you not sleeping still?
I didn't sleep great, and then I was just up early. Had so much to do today.
Yeah.
Just running around like a madman.
That's a double whammy, man.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get the show rolling and see where we go today.
Yeah.
You ready to get into it?
Well, should we tell people that we have T-shirts? We're going to put a link up where you can get a Mickey Talks T-shirt to help support the cause.
Yeah.
But that's not it. What do we have? We have two different kinds of T-shirts.
Let me get to it. I didn't know we were going to do that.
And then I think we have a hoodie. We have a hat. That's what it is. We have a hat.
Give me 1 sec. I'm getting there right now, buddy. All right. So everything on the list right now. A hat that I love. A white shirt. A black long sleeve. A hoodie. All for sale right now. There's different shirts you can buy. And the hoodie and the hat. And we appreciate all of it. I will put this right on. You know what? I'm going to throw it right in the comments section.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
If I figure out how to do that. Bear with me. So why don't you go ahead and start, buddy? What do we got going on today? Yeah. It is That's the Facts, Matt.
That's right, my friend. And
let's get to it.
Wow. So Diddy, guilty on 2 of 5 counts. I don't know if you heard the news today, Mick. It was a mixed verdict this morning when Sean Diddy Combs was found guilty on 2 out of 5 charges. The mogul's family was in the federal courthouse this morning when the verdict was announced in New York City. The federal judge found him guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, which is the much lesser of all these charges. But he was found not guilty on 3 more significant charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. This was after 15 hours of deliberation. While he faces a maximum of up to 20 years in prison due to the sentencing guidelines, it's definitely a better outcome for Combs than the potential life sentence that came bundled with the other charges. Diddy's attorneys have petitioned for his release, and they say that they'll put up a $1 million bail. The judge says he will not rule immediately, but he's supposed to be deciding right about now, about 5 p.m. East is when. So
I'm disgusted by the whole thing.
I mean, he may be out on bail.
I'm just disgusted by the whole thing.
You want to hear the setting in the courtroom here? I got some pictures too.
Sure.
He wore his tan sweater to court today, and that's him bowing down to the chair. Parties will be granted a few hours to arrange arguments regarding Diddy's detention. The judge joked that he assumed Diddy does not want to return to MDC Brooklyn, and the rapper shook his head very exaggeratedly and then looked up with his hands together as if praying. After the judge left, Diddy knelt down with his arms on the chair in front of him, as we see in the photo here, the depiction. He then got up, faced the gallery, and started clapping. The courtroom opened up in applause, and there were cheers for him. Combs could be heard saying, "Thank God," and "I love you" several times. The lawyers all hugged. Defense attorney Tenny Garagos was crying as she hugged Combs' family. The family all embraced, sharing hugs and handshakes. People in the courtroom shouted "Dream Team" to the lawyers.
Fuck every one of these people.
He hugged his lawyers and waved to his mother and a supporter who was whispering "Hi, Diddy" to him. The rapper also made the heart symbol with his hand. Combs then spoke to the court marshals briefly before standing and facing his family. He said a brief prayer, asking God to watch over his family and bless the jurors. The family all bowed their heads and said "Amen" when Diddy finished, and then the family clapped. Here's his mom leaving the courtroom today with the grandkids.
Great, that's wonderful.
And then you even have these supporters out here, man. This guy with a T-shirt that he made that says "A Frico is not a Rico," And then I've got a report here that says supporters of Sean Diddy Combs celebrated his not guilty verdict in his sex trafficking trial by spraying baby oil on each other outside the Manhattan federal courthouse.
It's just so, all of it. I hate all of it. It's just disgusting. Celebrity has poisoned America.
Well, I mean, I think I was completely caught off guard with the support all this support in the courtroom and outside.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
You don't remember the OJ trial?
Well, I do, but I thought this was
people
different,
are
man.
idiots. No, why? People don't care about people. That's obvious. They don't give a shit about other people.
I don't know, man.
It's ridiculous. I hope he gets AIDS or whatever.
I mean, anybody
it is
that just watches that Cassie video should, feel some way about him.
Yeah, I hope whatever. I mean, I hope all at once he gets struck by lightning. I hope the lightning has AIDS in it. I hope the AIDS then spreads all through his body in an hour and he's dead. He's just a worthless piece of shit that got a break and then used it. And all the people that supported him and throughout the years and propped him up knowing all this, shame on all them too.
Yeah, for real.
Like, it's just, it's, I mean, I don't care about any of the sex stuff, the consensual sex stuff.
Sure.
Like him, like watching his girl be with another guy.
Right.
I don't judge that man one bit for that. But just the level of sheer, I don't know another word other than just like bullying and control.
Well, that's what it is. And I guess that's a tough thing to actually prove when you have people like, with positive text messages.
He tried to blow up a guy's car.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows that's true. I don't understand people anymore.
I don't get it either, man. And if the judge lets him out on bail, I mean, oh my God, right? Because I don't think the sentencing
they're going to kill him.
Is going to happen until September.
They'll kill him.
Who will?
There are a lot of people that somehow got protected through this trial. They're not taking any more chances. If he gets out, somebody's killing him.
You think he's in danger, huh?
Oh, 100%.
I was worried about all the people that were
how's he going to do anything? Him. He can't do anything.
Well, he's got people, obviously.
Trust me, he's going to be bugged and tapped and wired, and he knows it. And he's just whatever. I just hope that he whatever.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
I hate the way that people worship celebrity.
Yeah.
Like no, he's just a dude. He's just a dude. That's it.
He seems to be a pretty awful dude.
He's awful. He's horrible. Just a piece of shit.
What do you think of Jimmy Swaggart? Did you hear about him? Jimmy passed away at the age of 90.
What do you say? The guy was one of them religious liars. He made millions of dollars off of people and Jesus.
Yeah.
And, then we're going to start a prayer thing on Thursdays here, Matt. Try to make some money. See if that works.
Yeah. We'll pass around the collection plate.
Yeah.
He died yesterday at his home in Louisiana, just over 2 weeks after suffering a heart attack. He was 90. The Pentecostal preacher and gospel musician who was a cousin of rock and roll legend Jerry Lee Lewis was a pioneer of televangelism and turned his massive following into a multi-million-dollar ministry over the course of a few decades. He enjoyed the height of his popularity in the 1980s until a famous scandal arose in which he was caught on camera with a prostitute in New Orleans in 1988. He was suspended and defrocked and then went on live television to offer his infamous, tearful, "I have sinned" apology.
I have sinned. I am so sorry. I don't mean it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just guys like that.
And he did it again in 91. He found himself in more trouble when he was caught with another prostitute in California, also charged with driving on the wrong side of the road. And although he kept a low profile, Swaggart continued preaching at the Jimmy Swaggart Ministries for many years with his son and fellow preacher Donnie Swaggart. He's survived by his son and his wife of 70 years, Frances Swaggart.
Yeah, it's awful. By the way, I
wonder if they have money.
Oh, God, millions.
You think they still have money?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Man, those mega churches.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're talking.
Like Joel Osteen, he is like. He's a multimillionaire,
billionaire.
Right? Yeah,
it's insane.
Crazy. Feels like a stadium.
What's funny is on Rumble, the show on Rumble right now. I want to remind people We are on Rumble. Mickey Talks.
Yeah.
But right now the show started, and I want to thank, I guess it's Pura Vida CR, who agrees with me on the Diddy stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are, if I'm not mistaken, truly like just flabbergasted at how any of this can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I say we just got to go back to like, you know, what's the word? Just basically like killing people.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that? All right, go out back. We're going to shoot you. It's just, I mean,
well, I mean, that's street justice. And you think
I'm
that
all
may
for
happen.
It. Yeah, I do. I think, I hope so. I mean, I'm really hoping we wake up tomorrow. If he gets out on bail, I'm hoping within 48 hours, somebody kills him.
Well, I mean, hopefully justice is served, man. If they can put him away for 20 years.
Yeah, but he's going to get out on bail.
Well, right. He'll get out on bail until his sentencing, though.
Yeah, that's why I hope they kill him. I hope they kill him while he's out on bail.
Mm.
I mean, I don't. What's he going to do, by the way, Matt? Let's say in 12 years, he's good behavior and he gets out. What does a guy like that do in society anymore?
I mean, he can be a rapper.
Yeah,
that's for
open
sure.
A church.
Right? Yeah.
Open a church.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, think about the people that came to support him. Kanye, who basically told everyone that we need to kill all the Jews again.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, all the dregs. I mean, you got to feel bad for his kids and his family who are in the courtroom, but
it's horrible.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, oh God.
Speaking of Rumble, man, we got to thank C. Furlow for hooking us up with a great tip yesterday. I'll get the lingo down. What's it? It's not called a tip. What's it called?
I think
a rant. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to learn all this anyway.
So thank you for that. We're getting that together, Rumble people. And we appreciate you. Thank you for all the tips and subscriptions and all that good stuff.
I can't tell if this says tired or tread. I apologize on Rumble, but thank you. Yeah, you guys are amazing there on Rumble. And by the way, to our regular listeners, a fun way to watch the show is on Rumble. They're interactive. You can tip on there. It's a really neat thing, and it's been very kind to us.
Very cool platform.
Very cool platform. So to the Rumble people, by the way, I think Monday might be a problem, Matt. Remind me later.
Wait, what's a problem?
I think I'm doing the Rambo show Monday.
Okay.
Afternoon.
Oh, I got you. Cool.
So I just remembered that. I didn't want to forget it.
Right on.
Little inside baseball for those listening.
All right.
Matt and I had a meeting I'm going to ruin right now.
That's all good. No, we'll move the
reschedule.
Meeting.
I'll double check first.
So did you hear this whole story about the father saving the girl on the Disney cruise?
No.
Yeah. So the girl fell overboard and the father went in and jumped in after. We got video we're going to show in a minute here, but authorities investigating. This happened last weekend. The dramatic rescue of a young girl who fell overboard from the Disney Dream cruise ship has shed more light on what led up to the terrifying moment. It was a 5-year-old girl. She had fallen from the 4th deck as the ship was sailing between the Bahamas and Fort Lauderdale. And the girl's father immediately jumped in, held his daughter above water as a rescue crew responded and eventually pulled them onto a lifeboat. I'm gonna put some,
wait a minute. He was treading water?
Yeah, I mean, she went over the balcony.
Right.
And he went right in after her, dove off the ship.
I would have done the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
And
he was able to, how old?
5 years old.
Yeah, I mean, that's hard to do, though. To tread water,
especially with a panicking child or person.
Not in that situation. I wasn't in the ocean.
Yeah.
But at a pool one time, I had to jump in the deep end. A kid fell in, and I grabbed the kid. I was like the only adult within 20 feet.
Wow.
And I jumped in and I grabbed the kid, and I picked him up, and I'm like trying to hold myself up with one arm.
Yeah.
And swim too. And the kid's freaking out a little bit, and thank God. The mother ran right over and lifted like almost by the hair.
Yeah.
Just yanked the kid up. And I was like, and I got out, but not like that.
There's a move you're supposed to do as a lifeguard, and I'm forgetting what it is now, but it's
you got to punch them in the face.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You punch them and say, just be cool.
Just be cool, man. Yeah. Chill out. All right.
Have you ever been rescued by a lifeguard?
Once in Ocean City, Maryland. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I think it was senior week, and got sucked way out in there with a what do you call the
Riptide?
The riptide.
Yeah, I've had it. I was able to get out of one once.
Yeah.
But it's scary. How far did you get out?
I was out pretty far.
Isn't it scary as hell?
Honestly,
dude?
I wasn't worried, and they were waving me in. But then as I tried to get back in, I was oh,
yeah,
this is what's happening.
Yeah.
And what I know now is you swim
Sideways.
across it. You don't swim against it.
Right. You just swim right along the shore.
Yeah. So investigators are saying that the crew member witnessed the entire incident and saw the girl climb the railing while her parents were playing shuffleboard on the deck and then fell overboard. This account dispels rumors that had been circulating online that the father had hoisted his daughter up on the railing before she fell. Here's some video, Mick.
Yep.
This was shot by somebody on another deck here, obviously.
Holy shit.
The girl and her father are both reportedly doing well, and authorities have praised the father for his heroic actions. You can see him right here.
Now, is he standing?
He's in the water right now. They're both in the water, and this rescue boat is pulling them onto the yellow boat.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, I mean, and it's not like that's a low deck. I mean, 4 flights up on a cruise ship that's pretty high out of the water.
You figure that's probably 50 feet.
It's got to be. It's got to hurt when you hit the water.
Yeah. It's not gonna hurt. It depends how you land.
True.
But diving in it, I would do the same. I wouldn't think twice. On the way down, I'd be like,
I would be right after my daughter for sure. There's no question.
Yeah. That's like those kind of parent nightmares.
Yeah.
That somebody brings up and you just have to shake it off. You're like, I can't even think like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a horrible scare with your daughter in any way like that?
Thankfully, no, I don't think so.
We went to State Fair. I think at Maryland State Fair one time. Kids were little, and I had 2 of them, and my ex-wife had one. We were walking, and then I stopped to get money out of my pocket. It was crowded, and I turned around, and my son was gone. And I looked at her. I'm like, where'd he go? And there's 1,000 people within 100 feet of you.
Yeah.
And you just start that.
That's the worst feeling in the world, man. I've had that feeling for a second with my daughter, but nothing where I lost her, thankfully.
What he did was he walked around the back of the food truck where we were stopped in front of.
Yeah.
Just looking at all the lights and stuff. And when I not panicked, I was like, I said, here, hold them. And then I went, and I literally, it was 6 seconds. I went around, and there he was, just staring. And I'm like, hey, buddy, come here. And then I, punched him and kicked him and stuff in front of everybody. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't do it.
Did you ever have that moment as a kid where you got lost?
Well, Ocean City. It's funny you say that. The boardwalk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I did something really smart, though. I don't know why. I just stopped and sat down. I was probably 7 or 8, and I lost track of, I think it was my mom and my grandmother. And I walked for about a minute, and I was like, I don't see anybody. And remember that? Well, they have those benches. Yeah. I just sat on one.
Right.
I'm like, they'll come find me. And they did,
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. I tell kids all the time, if you get lost, sit down.
Yeah.
Somebody comes up and says, what's wrong? Just say, I'm waiting for my mom or dad. Don't go walking off if you're a kid.
No, it makes it harder to find you.
Yeah, just sit still. And adults, most adults look at it. Have you ever seen a kid and been like, hey, man, you okay? Have you ever done that?
No, but I think you got to do that if you see some child that looks out of place and
White Marsh Mall
around.
I'm walking in the mall. There's a kid outside, like 5.
Yeah.
Just on the sidewalk. And I looked around. I'm like, there's not an adult anywhere.
Although, I got to tell you something, man.
Yeah.
There's a scam.
Oh, I know where they use
the kids.
The
scam? So, they'll use a little kid.
Yeah.
He'll come up and knock on your door at like 10 o'clock at night. And you're like, oh, my God, where's your mom and dad? And they're like, oh, my mom lets me walk around at night by myself. And then you get robbed by the adults right around the corner.
Bushes or something. Yeah.
Right.
So I remember I was walking in the mall. I saw the kid. And I just said, it was a little black boy.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, buddy, you okay? And he started crying. He said, I don't know where my mommy is. And I said, come on, man, we'll go find her. And he didn't want to go with me. And I didn't blame him, and I didn't want to scare him. So I said, okay, I'll sit here with you. And I called in the cell phone, I looked up White Marsh Mall security, and I got a number, and I think I had to call it like 5 times.
Yeah.
And then, ironically,
they were on another case.
Well, those white mall cops?
Yeah.
In the cars with the yellow light. I saw one. I flagged him down. He came roaring up. And as soon as he saw the kid, he's like, "We've been looking for him." And I was like,
wow.
"Yeah, he was standing right here." And then when the mom came running out of the door, like any mother, just panic stricken.
Yeah.
And I'm there with her son. And I'm like, I just was
get on the ground. Get on.
Yeah, it was almost one of those. I was like, listen, I want to tell you, I offered to walk him inside to find you, and he said he was scared of me, so I just sat here with him.
Yeah.
And once she understood,
she chilled out a little bit.
Yeah, and she was wonderful. Like, she was so thankful. But yeah, man, kids are.
Told him to get out of your van and give the candy back.
I get made fun of. Yeah. I told him I'd give him a ride home. But anyway, I think parents, I think children, I should say, in those moments, you really do realize just children are precious. They're us. And it's up to us to protect them and help them. I think if you live in a loving communal society, you look out for each other.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think that one of the major political platforms should be to stop all this child trafficking. But why is that not a major political platform?
I think it is, Matt. I just think
nobody runs on that, though.
Well, because you got to get down with the devil. I mean, to get to those guys. I mean, I would imagine, of course, that the federal government, if it wanted to, the military or, FBI, if they really wanted to come in, set up shop, and find out where all this shit's happening, they could do it. But, sadly, you got 12 countries in this world sending people here that are trying to blow us up. There's just so much. And, but it's awful. I mean, I think you'll see a lot of it stop now with the border being under control. I really do. I mean,
unfortunately, the cartels, the Mexican cartels have a hold on a lot of our cities, man. I mean, they're here.
Yeah.
They're here in Baltimore for sure.
I think that's the last great battle of the U.S. I think we got to fight the gangs now. Organized crime. They broke up the mob. All they did was change nationalities.
Yeah.
Once they broke the Italians up, the Russians came on. The Hispanic mobs. Whether it's the Mexican or the MS-13s.
Yeah.
A lot of other white supremacy gangs came in to do the crystal meth and that stuff. I mean, the problem is when you get rid of organized crime, then it's all disorganized. People don't realize that.
I don't know. I think we should go to great lengths to protect, especially our children.
Oh, I'm not talking about
human trafficking. Human trafficking in
yes.
general, but especially the child trafficking.
That's not even a crime.
Yeah.
That's just disgusting sin.
Yeah.
That ranks right up there with me, child trafficking, slavery, great, horrible, memorable, just black stains on America. That's one of them, without a doubt. And it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, all over the world, unfortunately.
I just wish women would start this publicly saying, help me. You imagine you're in a mall, right? And you're basically a woman who is being trafficked, right? And you're with the gang leader, but you're at a baseball game or you're at a nightclub. You just walk up to some, I don't know. I mean, I get the fear. They're petrified.
I think most of them are stuffed in the back of a vehicle and in a hotel room by themselves or,
Dude.
They've been threatened and beaten down.
I mean, I don't know if I should.
Fearing for their lives,
When I was in LA one time, I met a guy and he was basically like, I can get you anything you want. Right. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you want drugs? I'm like, I don't do drugs. He's like, you need liquor? I'm like, I don't really drink. He's like, how about women? I'm like, what? I don't like prostitutes or whatever. He's like, no, these girls aren't really prostitutes. I'm like, what? And he started explaining. He's like, yeah, there's girls that come here from other countries and we sponsor them. We house them and did it. And they worked for us for a couple years. And I'm like, it just made my stomach turn.
Of course.
Like, nah, dude, I'm good. And he's like, we got guys too, man, whatever you want. And I was just like, wow. I didn't really know the guy. I'd met him. But dude, it's not just traffic in a trunk.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's these people. Well, first of all,
well, you're right. A lot of them get fooled into, study abroad. Come over here. We'll put you through
Bingo.
school. And
Right.
then you end up a slave in somebody's house.
Yeah. I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But I just listen. I think women should just start screaming it in public. Help me. Help me.
Yeah.
I mean, 5, 6 guys standing around. Some girl saying, help me, kidnap me.
Men talking about vigilante stuff, man. That's where I think,
that's not vigilante, Matt.
We go with the torches and busting the houses and
I'm with you
kids.
there. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Like I never understood, like people say, I thought something weird was going on in that house. 8 girls in there and 1 dude always showing up. Like, why don't you go knock on the door?
Yeah.
Ask one of those girls if they're all right. Even call the police.
Sure.
That's another thing I hope we start doing with kids is, the whole snitches get stitches. Yeah, let me tell you something. Snitches should get a fucking reward. That's how you keep your neighborhood good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't have to live in fear and let these dregs of society that have nothing to offer humanity except criminality.
Yeah.
And then we cater to them and then we make them heroes. Like I'm looking at P. Diddy through all this. Straight up drug dealer, straight up thug, just muscled his way into the music business, had a phenomenal talent in Biggie, and then just owned it. Basically, killed Tupac, and then Suge killed Biggie. And then these 2 pieces of shit with 0 talent are left holding all the cards. I just don't get it. I don't know why in society we can't just as a group go, screw those people. Yeah, take them out back and just throw them in the ocean.
Yeah, I think it's organized crime, man. I mean, I think that's literally what's going on.
Well,
there.
Of course it's organized crime, but like when you, it's horrible.
Yeah,
I hate it.
All right, I got a pro tip for you next time you travel, Mick. Apparently TSA is saying that your crotch sweat can set off TSA scanners.
Well, I'll tell you what, the other day when it was 104, mine could have sawed off a TSA scanner in another city. I'll tell you.
You would have got a pat down, man, a sweaty pat down.
Yeah.
They're saying a sweaty crotch could get you a friendly pat down from the TSA. According to TSA expert Shauna Malvini-Redden, body sweat is one of the weirdest things that can set off TSA scanners. She says it has to do with millimeter wave technology and how the waves bounce off water. So if you're planning on flying, do what you can to minimize your excessive body sweat.
Powder the boys.
There you go.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, do women get that too?
I don't know. Perhaps they can tell us, and I'm sure they do.
Like I'm wondering.
Tell us in the comments section.
You know how, like, you're a man, right? You know what I mean. You get a little damp at times, right?
I feel like I sweat more on my face and my body, though.
I sweat. My face sweats. My head really sweats. Right. My head and my face sweat. But then I sweat a lot, like around my midsection.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. I don't know. They say that you sweat from your most important parts. So I guess I think
I'm a pretty sweaty guy, actually, man.
I am. I know I am.
Yeah.
I think men are more so than women, though. I think.
No, absolutely.
Right? Men sweat more than. Yeah. All I know is I'll make sure that I'm powdered and start buying talc and some Gold Bond or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here's a couple of comments from the ladies here. Absolutely swamp ass, says Christine. And Drea says, absolutely we do. At least I do.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, have you heard about the scam going on Facebook? This woman, Julie Leach from Michigan.
No, what's happening?
She won $350 million, right? So I get a Facebook thing, right? And it says, congratulations, I'm Julie, the Michigan Powerball winner. So you have been fortuitously picked among our electoral machine on Facebook lucky winners getting $100,000 this month.
Oh, lucky.
Now, she just sent me the link to collect. Should I hit it? Should I
don't know, dude. I don't know if I would hit
I've been
that
talking to her. Here's what I said to her. I ignored her. Then she said, she wrote me this long thing. Please, I want to send this to you. I said, hi, Julie. Yeah, cool. Send me my money. Then she said, do you want it in cash or check? I said, check is fine, please. And She said, just click the link and text me with your full name.
You know what the scam is, right?
Yeah, they get my bank information.
Well, no, they're going to send you a check, but they're going to send you more. And then they're going to say, oh, we accidentally sent you your winning money plus another winner. So you got to send us that money right back.
Is that how they do it?
And then the check won't clear in your bank account. Yeah.
That's weird. It sent me to another woman.
Get them all excited. They'll be like, wow, this is so cool. You know, I just inherited like $250,000 when my aunt died. And now this. Get them all excited like there's a lot of money in your bank account.
So now that link I just opened was to another woman.
Dude, you don't open links.
Oh, on phones, they don't matter.
Oh, it does.
Nah, what the hell are they going to do on my phone? I don't care.
Get all your personal information.
Fuck it, I don't care. Listen, here's the FedEx agent's link. And I click it, and it goes to this woman's page. That's a FedEx agent.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So don't fall for Julie Leach and Facebook.
Yeah, you mean you didn't really win that money?
Nah, damn it.
So did you ever do any of the online dating sites like Tinder or anything like that?
Now, when I was on the morning show, Tinder had started, and I made an account.
You did?
Yeah, but I haven't been on it in like, Jesus, I don't even, 8 years or something, 9 years.
Yeah.
All
the online dating sites started after I got married, so
yeah,
I never used any of them.
Do people still use them?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, Tinder right now is testing new facial recognition features. So apparently, it's been a problem with bots and fake profiles and stuff. So Tinder is testing a new facial recognition security feature. Axios reports new users in California are now required to provide a biometric face check scan to confirm their face matches their Tinder profile photos.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, the face check requires Tinder users to take a short selfie video, which will be scanned to prove that they are not a bot using artificially generated images. The scan will also check if the user's face is being used in multiple accounts.
Good for them.
In order to crack down on impersonators and catfishing. And they say that if the new security feature works in California, they're going to roll it out across the entire U.S.
Nice. I never tried to meet anybody like on Tinder.
No, I mean, right before they came out, I feel like if you told somebody like you met somebody online, it was weird back then.
Of course it was.
But now it's common. Now it's common.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Right.
I mean, I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking for anybody.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, I feel weird online because people know me. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
For me, anyway. Wouldn't you feel like that now? Like if you were single.
I think the whole thing is weird. Really.
I don't think it's just weird.
Just awkward. I would rather just meet somebody in person.
I mean, I think that's the ultimate, but it's a nice way it's a way to get out in public without getting out in public.
It is, but I feel like it's so plastic online. Like, that people are, it's like a resume.
Well, I think
people are cheating on their resumes all the time.
Right.
And even the pictures, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I assume the pictures are probably, maybe they're not even the real person.
Yeah, I'm sure that happens a lot. I'm sure they're old pictures.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the 5 best pictures the girl has ever taken in her life.
Right.
I'm sure it's 45 pounds ago.
Yeah.
Whatever. And all that's fine.
Sure.
I literally, I told my buddy, he was on it. And he goes, I went to meet this girl, and she was like way heavier than her pictures. And he's like, I was fine. But it was like, why would you put up pictures of yourself 40 pounds lighter? Like, you're not that now.
Well, we know why. But
yeah. So I told him, I'm like, from now on, dude, tell a girl to send you a picture of her face and like not her whole body, but like a picture of herself, like holding 3 fingers up. So it was just taken then.
Right.
Something that is right now.
Yeah.
I
don't know. How do you get to know somebody through an app though, too?
I think you can talk through it. You can text and stuff. Yeah. I think what it is, it's like, imagine you're at a bar and you're looking around and you see a pretty girl. You'd walk up and talk to her. Tinder's the same thing. It's just without all that money.
Yeah, but it's like communication. It's essentially communicating through text message,
Yeah, but I mean, it's 2025, Matt. These kids don't want to go out and ask a lady if they can buy her a drink.
I'm not anti. Like, and I mean, I know people who have gotten married after meeting.
Oh, me too. Things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've been to a wedding.
So bless them. Same. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about it. Like if it works, whatever works, do that shit.
Right.
Because it's hard enough.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
So check this out, man. They're asking for volunteers for the airport for a dress rehearsal in Pittsburgh. It's the Pittsburgh International Airport. They need volunteers to participate in a dress rehearsal ahead of its new terminal opening. The airport is looking for 3,000 to 4,000 volunteers who will reenact what the opening day of the new terminal will look like in an effort to have a smooth first day of the terminal once it opens.
What airport?
It's Pittsburgh International Airport.
Yeah.
The volunteers will act as passengers and will follow scripts as they move throughout the terminal. Just 3,000 to 4,000 people they need.
So it's a mock opening.
I mean, it's so much fun being at the airport anyway. Wouldn't you just want to go and volunteer to be there all day with 3,000 other people?
We're going to need all 4,000 of you to come through the scanner real quick. Jesus.
So we can yell at you to go check your bag?
Yeah. Just absolute ridiculousness.
It's so much fun on vacation that I want to do it on my, take a day off work and do it and not go anywhere cool.
Yeah. That's bizarre as hell.
I'm gonna look and see how many people actually showed up for this thing. I'll be interested to see if they can get 3,000 people together.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah, I mean that's
for
crazy.
3,000 to 4,000.
I don't think we could do that. No way we could do that.
Even for like a cool event, right? How are they going to do it? Volunteers? I don't know. Wow, did you see
before you start the story, real quick, I went back to Rumble, Matt. We were talking about the Diddy case and women asking for help and stuff. And Tired 2020, I hope I'm reading that right. I screamed for help once for someone to call 911. My boyfriend was trying to throw me around and hurt me. No one did a damn thing. I mean, it's just awful. I'll tell you right now. And Tired told me no talc causes cancer on the boys.
Is that right? Talc does?
Yes.
Wow. God, people have been using that for years, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if that's...
I've never used it. You?
What, talc?
Yeah.
I mean, I've used talcum powder. I don't know if that's talc. I don't even know what talc is.
It's talcum powder.
Yeah, I've used that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't use it every day all over me. Do you use powder?
Never. Not at all.
I'll be honest with you. Last summer, I started kind of doing it. Just doing the boys. Like in the crease, so to speak.
And what's it do? It just keeps you dry or what?
Yeah, man. It's like, it is a little nicer. It is.
I don't, like I said, I don't think I have a need for it, but, I sweat everywhere else. That's my problem.
How about the undercarriage? You ain't got no problems there?
No, I sweat through my shirt is really what the problem is.
That's like fat guy sweat. I'm not being funny. Like I was the same way when I've lost some weight in the last year.
Yeah.
Probably 30 pounds maybe. But when I was
dude, even when I was bone thin, I'm telling you, I would sweat like that.
Yeah. I think it has to do, I think it's, what's that word? Like your biological, whatever. It has to, like, each person's makeup is different. Some people don't sweat. Yeah. Which I think is weird. You know?
I mean, it would be nice, but, I don't know.
Shannon, I'm telling you, I've never seen sweat.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah.
Ever. I'm like,
I don't think my wife either.
Yeah, I don't know if women sweat as much as men.
I mean, I don't think they do.
I think sweat is actually like liquid frustration. I think that's why women don't have it. You know what I mean? Because men are just constantly frustrated.
You don't think they're frustrated with us?
No, they are. But I mean, their body reacts differently. Yeah. Every 4 weeks, it tells us who's boss.
Yeah. Did you see this fireworks warehouse explosion, man?
No, where?
You got to see this, all right? I got video of it. It was a fiery explosion that lit up the skies in North California yesterday evening after a warehouse filled with fireworks caught fire and erupted in a massive blast. The Yolo County Sheriff's Office says the explosion happened near the town of Esparto, northwest of Sacramento. There were no immediate reports of injuries, and authorities are continuing to investigate the cause of the fire, and residents nearby were urged to stay clear of the area as crews work to contain the blaze. Check out this video, man. So here it is. This is it's just on, everything's on fire right now, but wait till this thing, you're going to see this thing explode, man. It's crazy. I mean, watch. I mean, this is like the ultimate grand finale at a fireworks show. Here, look at that.
Shit.
It's like an atom bomb went off, And then look, after the smoke clears a little bit, look at this. It's like the grand finale
God.
I mean, that's scary. I mean, imagine that's in your neighborhood.
That's like 1,000 grand finales at once.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even imagine what that sounded like in your if you're in the neighborhood. I mean, you felt that, I'm sure. Your house shook.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. So
crazy.
Yeah, I would hesitate to move around a fireworks warehouse.
No doubt, dude. Yeah. That's insane.
I wonder if they even knew about it, neighbors.
That's crazy.
So Mick, I know you're a big fan of soccer. Would you go see a humanoid robot?
No, I
soccer
saw that
thing.
Nah.
I got video of that too.
That's just like watching. That's like watching very, very, very white people that can't dance play soccer.
Yeah, Beijing, China, AI-powered humanoid robots hit the soccer field for China's first ever Robo League match. The robots played 3-on-3, dribbling and kicking along the way, all without human control.
You know what this looks like? Remember when we were little, Matt? Those football games that the whole thing vibrated, and your men just moved along the field. That's what it looks like.
I mean, they're falling over. The ref's got to like grab them by the back of the neck, essentially, to keep them in line.
Yeah, that sucks. If they get better at it, I'd watch it, but this is pathetic.
So it's so boring. The action was a bit sloppy as the robots still have a lot to learn, but the event was a fun glimpse into the future of AI sports, they say, and another step as the tech world prepares for what they're calling the World Humanoid Robot Games.
Oh, it's coming.
Which are coming up in August.
Remember BattleBots?
Look at this guy. He loves it.
Yeah. Remember? Look at that. That one just took a dive. Yeah. Look, Cristiano Ronaldo just took a dive. Yeah, I thought the other one did too.
He's back up.
Yep.
He's back up. He's okay, folks. He's okay.
Come on, Neymar, get in there. You won't get half these references, guys that fall over.
Oh,
Neymar, get up. Everybody's watching.
Oh, look, the ref comes to the rescue.
Yeah. It looks like really old 80s video games is what it looks
like 80-year-old men playing soccer.
That's what look, he just fell over. Come get me, Agnes.
Yeah.
Not impressed yet.
Won't be buying those tickets, huh?
Yeah, not impressed yet.
So there is a valet attendant who swiped a car in Miami.
What now?
A valet attendant.
Gotcha.
Stole a car.
Just took it.
Yeah. Are you shocked that this doesn't happen more often, actually?
Dude, I know a friend of mine whose car was gone for 2 days.
Is that right?
From
a valet?
It was the valet's first day on the job.
Woo.
Got the car, gone. 2 days in Chicago.
Crazy.
They found the car.
Was it a restaurant or a club? Or
it was a hotel.
It was a hotel.
First day on the job, the dude was.
Oh, my God. Don't they do background checks on these people?
To be a valet guy, I doubt that it's real.
I mean, you're handling people's vehicles.
Dude, come on.
It's a Miami neighborhood where this happened. A valet attendant for a high-rise apartment building has been arrested after allegedly taking off in a resident's car. Sandino Traz was working at the building around 3 a.m. on Monday morning. A resident claims he dropped off his car, but instead of going directly up to his apartment, he walked over to a nearby store to pick up some smokes first. And that's when the man allegedly saw Sandino Traz speeding excessively in his vehicle and almost hitting the building. The cops reportedly found a surveillance video to back up the accusation, and Sandino Traz has been hit with a grand theft auto charge.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. I forget the movie. Remember the guy takes the car.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No,
remember
different
that?
one. Yeah, I do remember. No, this one was like the whole movie.
Take very good care of your car, sir.
The whole movie was like literally about 90 minutes long.
Yeah.
I said that wrong. In the movie, it only 90 minutes pass.
Yeah.
So this guy basically steals a car, and then he has to get everything done in 90 minutes to get the car back and nobody knowing it.
Okay.
And it's kind of like one of those action, funny spoof. I forget what it was, but I liked it.
So, final story here, Mick. There's Akron, Ohio couples are going to be able to get married with the Wienermobile as a backdrop.
What?
Yeah, couples planning to get married are being given the opportunity to exchange their vows this month in Ohio in the presence of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. The Akron Municipal Court will host ceremonies on July 11th with the Wienermobile on hand for photo opportunities.
Yeah.
Time slots must be reserved in advance and are first come, first serve. And that's really, I mean, if you think about it, it's really two questionable decisions. It's getting married on 9 days' notice, number one.
Right.
And then having your ceremony in front of the Wienermobile.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know which one's worse. Like, I don't know.
right.
I think the Wienermobile.
Yeah, I would be fascinated by an interview with some of these people just to get into their head and, you know.
Yeah.
Would that fascinate you in any way?
I think so. I think I would.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to? I mean,
yeah, we should try to get one of those guys on the one of those couples on the show. We'll talk to them and see how long they've been together.
question for you.
Yeah.
Do you and I want to start having guests on like through the internet? Are we ready for that?
Like remote guests?
Yeah.
I think we need that last piece of the studio together first, and then yes.
Right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got some cool people I think we could get on the show.
We're close to having that together, though, aren't we?
I mean, we're close. We need a little more help. If anyone would like to donate, we're trying, man. You know, our sponsors are trying to come on board. I mean, we forget we're only 2.5 months old, Matt. You know?
Yeah, well, it's about 3.
Is it almost 3?
We started in March. No, I'm sorry, April, May, and then with June. So we're going into our 4th month, actually.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're getting there.
Yeah.
And, you know, we didn't think we'd be where we are in a year.
True.
When we first started.
Yeah, most people aren't.
Yeah. So we're really happy. But if you'd like to donate, we certainly could use the help. We're trying to get some more equipment. We've been very fortunate. We've also been very smart. We have invested wisely, not wasted money.
Well, like
neither one of us have done a damn thing personally in 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, so
this will allow us to get some cool guests on.
Yeah.
As well.
I mean,
just being able to take in remote guests, right?
I can't wait.
Access to cool people.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to that. You know, there's a lot of Baltimore people I'd love to talk to that are all over the country now. Friends that I would just love to have on the show.
Yeah.
Things like that.
We've got the Venmo. Of course, Rumble people know how to donate to us. And then
Rumble.
Then you can buy a t-shirt too, which the link is up in the
absolutely.
comments.
Absolutely. Yeah. Please do that. Also, Andrea in all the chat room. She'll eventually be, and she's right now on Facebook. Andrea Carey. You guys see her name in Facebook. She basically runs our fan club. She's the greatest lady that a show could ask for. And
absolutely.
She's amazing. So if you have questions and we don't respond, she's incredible, dude.
She's on it. I know, and we appreciate it.
We go back and we laugh. We like text each other like, "Did you see Andrea told that guy, you know what?" And it's like, it's just been such a blessing. So for the fans that have watched the show regularly, just know Andrea knows just about everything.
Yeah.
Or if you have an idea for a guest, put it in the chat room, and Andrea will get it to us. Drea, I call her Drea.
Right.
But you know, she will do that for us, and I mean, we're so close, Matt. Like, by the way, can we get a little behind the curtain? I know you never like to do it. You like to hold everything so close.
I don't want to give away our idea because I think it's a great idea, and I think we should do it first.
Which one are you? Which idea? Yeah. Okay. All right. You weren't on camera right there, were you? Because I read your lips like a son of a bitch. We'd be the first guys to really do what is going to happen, and not in the world, but certainly locally or even regionally.
Yeah.
And I think I listen. I'm a guy that has crazy ideas, and you're a guy that lets me do this bullshit and keeps me from falling off the cliff, right? And you have great ideas as well.
And our other great partner, Paul, as well.
Listen, the three of us, what we've managed to do in a couple of months it's really impressive. Like, not to pat ourselves on the back, but I'm going to pat ourselves on the back. But the truth of the matter is, all we really did was put out a good show. And the people responded with money, with support. I mean, the average show, Matt, live with all the platforms combined, it's thousands of people.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Thousands. Not 90.
And let me remind him
not 300.
YouTube is our worst liked platform. So please, would you go there and subscribe? It's youtube.com/ at Mickey Talks Pod. We would love if you subscribe and watch some videos there.
And I know YouTube is important. I do.
Yeah.
And you know how I feel about it, right? Just
we love our Rumble people.
Well, so I think we do this though. And to the Rumble fans and the YouTube fans, it's not real. But like, I've always been the guy focused on Rumble. You've been, so we should be Team Rumble, Team YouTube, right? Eventually, like all the YouTube listeners will be Matt's guys. All the Rumble guys will be Mickey guys. Like, it's funny. You know what I mean? Yeah. But ultimately, I'm just so glad that anybody is watching this and every day. Like, that's the thing that freaks me out is, yes, in the beginning, there were massive numbers, right? But the way we have to broadcast it now kind of has an effect on those numbers. Just to explain it to people, originally we went straight to Facebook. And when you go directly
and it was Facebook only.
It was Facebook only. And when you go into that way, it opens it up to all of Facebook. The way we go into it now through a streaming app, because we're sending to 7 or 8?
Yeah, it's like 7 platforms.
7 platforms at once. Facebook knows that. So it kind of adjusts the algorithm.
Doesn't push it out to as many people.
Doesn't push it out to as many people. So you kind of suffer, but you're making it up with other venues. However, I do believe, I mean this, Matt, eventually we're going to have a website that everybody knows and everything will be right through.
MickeyTalks.com coming soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Eventually it's just going to be a merchandise site, but we'll keep you updated on how the technological side of it will work. And I'm really excited about it, and the sponsors have been wonderful. Looking for more. Yeah. You have a small company and we can look. Here's the thing. Like, I talk about this publicly. You give me a budget, I'll build you a platform. I'll figure out a way to help you.
Yeah.
Tell me what you can afford. You know what I mean? I know what we need for certain sponsorships. And that's locked in. I can't do anything about that. But like, you got a small company and you'd like to get some mentions. Yeah. Man, we're here to help the little guy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we can do it, Matt. And there's some big things happening. And I'm really, really, really happy. On that note.
Same, excited, man.
It's really wild to be a part of. Hey, let's get into Matt's Music Minute, brought to us by Natalie's Seafood Kitchen. I'll be there tomorrow morning. They want to meet with me, Matt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it's good news, they said.
Good news,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to relay that in the show tomorrow.
Well, I think basically we may become, basically, I to put it in a nice term for everyone. I think that we're both helping each other. Natalie's is certainly helping us by being a sponsor. And there's some expertise that you and I possess that could help them. And that's the nature of a beautiful working relationship.
Yeah, hopefully we're both bringing each other some love.
Yeah, and I think, there's other people. And, here's the thing, too. You talk to some sponsors, they're really hip, and then they disappear on you. And you go, all right, well, that was weird. Move on.
But we love Natalie's. I've been up there eating several times a month now. It's so good.
I'm going to be doing a show Friday. You are on the radio, right? Are you on the radio Friday? Yeah, you have a radio shift. And I'll be at Natalie's. I'm going to have a guest host. I'm not exactly sure. I might bring a very, very dear old friend of mine to just do it with me and just tell like old stories about us growing up.
Yeah.
And stuff. Because I'm not going to do Matt's Music Minute, and I'm not going to do That's the Facts, Matt. Not without you. I can't do it. I can't do both.
Yeah. Plus, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun going on there for the 4th of July. They've got entertainment. And,
we're just going to I'm going to go up there, set up, have fun, talk to customers. I might have somebody walk around with the camera. Like, we'll see what happens.
Sure.
But I'm really excited about everything that's happening.
Same,
I'm exhausted, buddy. Just so you know.
Yeah.
You saw it on me today.
Well, it's been a full-time job for us for the past few months, man.
Man, and it's like, and when you don't get paid to do it, boy, is it rough.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I've heard many, many successful people, men and women, say, you know what I missed the most? When I had nothing and I was grinding.
Yeah.
And I'm
loving it, man.
I am too, man.
The fact is, we would do this for free because we are.
We are doing it for free, basically. but we're lucky as shit. And so thank you. And Natalie's, you're amazing. Natalie's Seafood Kitchen, right in the heart of Falston, the best seafood restaurant in Harford County, in my opinion, maybe anywhere around. Just incredible. Check it out. Matt's Music Minute. What do we got, buddy?
Well, the Beatles have hired a new CEO, Mick. They hired a British executive named Tom Green as the chief executive officer of Apple Corps Limited, effective September 2025. He'll be replacing the retiring Jeff Jones, making him only the third CEO of the company. Their late roadie, Neil Aspinall, was the first. Green is currently the COO of Blast, which is a competitive entertainment company working with the biggest video game developers and publishers in the world on the production, commercialization, and audience growth of their esports programs. And Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Olivia Harrison, who is the widow of George Harrison, and Sean Lennon, John Lennon's son, say, "We have a lot of exciting plans, and Tom's experience and vision make him the perfect person to join us in making it all happen."
Oh, I mean, see, I think that's great. I mean, can you imagine you get a call from Paul McCartney?
To be the CEO of the Beatles.
Hey, listen, we were wondering, we got a little company we're trying to build. We'd like you to run it. Oh, what's the company? The Beatles.
The Beatles.
Yeah, the Beatles.
That would be the coolest CEO job ever, man.
I think the only CEO job that could be cooler, I'm trying to think. Like, name 3 CEO jobs you would just love to have.
Oh, my God. I'd have to think about that.
One would be Disney. To get to go to all the parks. And like, I'm just saying for the perks.
Yeah, okay.
Not the work. The perks. I would love to own any professional English soccer team.
Yeah.
Disney. And then probably like.
What about like Live Nation, man? You could be the, a big concert promoter where you could go any concert in the United States.
Nah. I mean, it would be cool, but it wouldn't be a bucket list thing.
CEO of an airline would be pretty cool.
I'm going the other way. Like a massive cruise ship line.
Right.
Just get on boats for months and just sail around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could dig that.
Or like a big resort in the Caribbean somewhere.
Oh,
yeah.
Like sandals or whatever that.
Yeah.
I don't even know how nice they are. I've never been to one. But like, yeah, that would just... You imagine you live at one?
Be amazing.
You imagine you live. By the way,
I wonder if you start to take that for granted, though. You think you could?
I wouldn't. If this works and I'm worth $100 million, I'm buying a condo in a Sandals or a resort.
Yeah,
all inclusive. Like, I don't want to think. I want to wake up, walk outside, go down the street, eat eggs for free.
Yeah, we might be doing this show from like St. Thomas or something, man.
I got zero issues with that. Zero issues, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of which, what is your date in August you're going down there? When are your vacation?
August 1st through the 6th.
So you leave on like a Thursday.
It's a Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go down. I think I'm going to go down that Sunday night, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then come back. But there's a chance we might, if you're available, I wouldn't mind doing a podcast down there.
Yeah, at the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? It could be fun. But you're on your vacation, so
yeah.
I don't get one of those, Matt.
So Ozzy has made a couple of new announcements. Number one,
he's the CEO of the Beatles. No, I'm
kidding. He's actually going to make music after he does this retirement show that he does on Saturday, which is Black Sabbath's final concert scheduled for July 5th.
Is that televised anywhere?
Yeah, they're going to stream it. And so you get a ticket here for $30. It's $30-ish, I forget. And the proceeds go to charity.
Really?
So you watch it all. Yeah.
I would do that.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, he says, despite the band's farewell performance, Ozzy expressed enthusiasm for his ongoing musical career. And he also said that he and his family will be special guests at Comic-Con later that month, Comic-Con Midlands, showcasing their continued engagement with fans through popular culture events. And while Ozzy may be reducing touring, his dedication to music and fan connection remains strong, with new material from the rock icon still in works.
Yeah.
And then he made an announcement that he's got a new makeup collection.
Stop.
You don't want the makeup?
Listen, it's like okay, I'm a comedian. I say a lot of crazy shit, right? I've done endorsements. People take me serious when I want to be. I get it. But like there's certain things that just don't make sense for me to promote. You know what I mean? Like say a guy owns a coffee company, right? I drink coffee every day. I gladly, if I like the coffee, I would promote coffee.
Well, Ozzy wears makeup, man.
Come on. I get it. Okay. All right. I mean,
He does.
I understand.
So yeah, the Ozzy Osbourne collection is coming out with Jolie Beauty for a makeup collection. The partnership promises pure, unfiltered rock and glam mayhem with no rules or breaks. Details of the collection are yet to be revealed, but interested fans can sign up for updates on the Jolie Beauty website. The Prince of Darkness may debut the makeup during Black Sabbath's upcoming reunion farewell concert in Birmingham, which will be Ozzy's final performance this Saturday. You're not going to wear any Ozzy eyeliner?
No.
Have you ever, even during the 80s, did you ever wear any makeup?
Yeah.
Did you?
Early 80s, like Duran Duran, Billy Idol
I
days.
need to see those
I
pictures.
wore eyeliner.
You did?
Yeah, for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I was like, God, I kept getting hit on by guys. And I was like, this ain't working. This is not working. I will tell you this, though. This is no BS.
Yeah.
Girls loved it. They did, man. Like, it was weird. I don't think it looks as good on a 56-year-old man.
Some girls love it. Yeah, I don't know about that either.
But, I think on a
Ozzy's a different story, though.
I mean, anybody on stage like that,
yeah.
I get it. You know, you have to. Your face just washes out in all those lights.
Yeah.
I understand it as a professional.
Yeah, the only time I ever wore makeup was I was in a play when I was a kid, and they caked this stuff all over my face.
Yeah.
But then my entire life, I've been accused of wearing eyeshadow. I guess my eyelids are very dark.
You have very dark eyes.
For everybody swore
almost
that I was wearing something
like a reverse raccoon,
like a vampire.
Yeah, sort of. But I mean, but you're luckily you're a great looking guy, so it doesn't look horrible.
Yeah, but people really thought that I was lying. They're like, "Come on, man, you're wearing some makeup."
Yeah.
Or, like, no, I swear this is,
When I was putting together the original intro with all the collage pictures of us, there's one picture in there where I'm like, look at this little honey. You look really pretty. And I'm like, I wonder if he's got makeup on him. And I think it was a 98 Rock promo shot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, look at her. She looks cute.
No, I wasn't wearing any makeup, man. All natural.
I look at us sometimes on this show and think, we glisten a little bit sometimes. We could probably, if we cared, we could put a little face stuff on. But I'm like, what?
Nah, we're just two dudes, man.
Yeah.
We're too dude for that.
We are. And we're lazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're lazy.
And we're broke, too. We can't afford it. You know how much makeup costs?
Dude, I'll tell you what, if this show ever got huge, I don't think I'd have a makeup person. I might have a hair person.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a fist fight every day with my hair.
Yeah, I need a hair person, too.
Yeah. I mean, if we had that, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because, hair gets on my nerves, man. I can't stand it. I really can't. And I got to tell you this real quick.
Yeah.
So I clicked into Rumble just to see what's going on. You know how they play the ads first?
Yeah.
Guess who just advertised on our show?
Who?
Coca-Cola.
Is that right?
There was a Coke ad on our show.
Yeah. What do we get from it?
4 cents. I think. I don't even know.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
Every day, Matt, we get 4 cents.
Yeah.
End of the year, we're going to have $14. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's just one commercial.
Right. It's all going to add up, Mick.
No doubt.
Did you see what happened at the Green Day show over the weekend here?
No.
There was a Green Day fan who blew his shot to play guitar while Billy Joel Armstrong sang Monday night at the end of the band's show in Luxembourg. So he's been kind of closing out Green Day shows with Good Riddance, Time of Your Life.
Yeah,
you know the song.
And a kid got up and butchered it.
Well, for many years, once in a while, he'll invite a fan on stage to play guitar while he sings it. And the fan invited up on Monday night decided to play the beginning of Oasis's Wonderwall instead. I got video here. You want to see this?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, he played Wonderwall by Oasis?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mate. I thought it was a different show.
Here, check this out.
All right.
Oh, fuck me.
Took the guitar off of him. The kid hung around.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And then the roadie has to pull him off.
Let's try.
I'll tell you what would be hilarious, though. I guarantee you, if Liam Gallagher from Oasis gets a hold of that story, he'll bring that kid on stage.
Well, he did get a hold of the story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does he hate the kid or love him?
So just to tell people what was going on there first, Armstrong cursed when the fan started playing, took the guitar off the fan's shoulder and told him, wrong song, wrong song. The fan was then ushered off the stage by a crew member as Billy Joe did the song by himself. But the video caught the eye of Oasis singer Liam Gallagher,
yes,
who reacted to the video by writing, best song of the night, right?
Dude, I don't care what anyone says. Hate their music all you want.
It's hilarious.
Liam and Noel Gallagher are the two most entertaining rock stars in the last 40 years.
Sure, I'll give them that.
And they write great fucking songs. And to me, that's why, like yesterday when you were like Foo Fighters, by the way, I got a lot of response for that.
Did you?
Like, people loved it.
Yeah.
You and I going at it like that, they loved it.
Yeah.
And one dude wrote, dude, I listened to your whole argument about Foo Fighters. I love them. But after listening to you, I realized something. You're a bigger dick than I thought. I thought he was going to be like, yeah, you're right. And he's like, you're a jackass.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, it was funny. But I to me, like Dave Grohl is a cool rock star. I'm not arguing that. I'm really not. I thought about what I said later.
He bruised his reputation a little bit earlier this year, but yeah.
It's not even that. I don't even consider that. That is, I felt
his reputation,
this way.
I should say.
I've felt this way forever. He's a great rock star.
Sure.
I just think the band's overrated. That's all. I think he has carried that band.
Well, I mean, he is the band.
Yeah,
I mean, so, let's be real.
I don't see, maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'm too old, but I am the Nirvana generation, right? I mean, I'm 24.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't get them. I really am.
I like Nirvana. Like,
No, I'm talking about the Foo Fighters.
You misunderstand me. I hate the iconic level they're at simply because they're it. And I'm like, man, I just, to me, Green Day has done more musically than the Foo Fighters. I mean, come on, dude. American Idiot.
What do you mean they've done more musically?
That album.
Like more hits?
Well, it's just, I just think that, to me, Green Day, if I'm going to compare careers, they're both the same length. I think Green Day.
Yeah, both started kind of around the same time-ish.
And I'm not saying
big, I should say.
I'm not saying one band's better than the other. That's a dumb argument. That's subjective. What I'm saying, though, is musically, I think Green Day took more chances. I think Green Day found more expansive things from what they started from. I get they are a three-piece band.
Man, you know,
Foo Fighters did not experiment.
Dude, there's a lot of feeling in, especially in those early Foo Fighters albums, man. There's a lot of beautiful songwriting in those records, those early records. And even songs from some of his later records too.
Yeah, this is a lose-lose for me, this argument, because I sound like I'm bashing Dave Grohl.
Yeah, and I don't want to bash Green Day either because I'm a fan of both bands. So I love them both.
And again, this is where this subjectivity comes in.
Yeah.
When I listen to Green Day's entire catalog, 20% of it sounds the same to me. I hear all the differences, the nuances. When I listen to Foo Fighters, it sounds like the Foo. I expect every song I hear from them. Monkey Wrench, unfucking believable. Like, and by the way, one of the hardest songs to play. I mean, Dave Grohl, don't get me wrong, is a monster.
Oh yeah, that scream in the middle of that song is incredible.
The drumming in it, all just, and there's and I like the real kind of poppy, sappy one when they're in the airplane. What is that?
What is that? Big Me? Yeah, I think it's Big Me.
The things we often knew.
Yeah.
But it's true. Whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
I fell into, right? I love that song.
Yeah.
That's like a Beatles song to me. But like then there's a lot of shit I listen to by them and I go, I don't think it would have held up in a different time. I don't think that rock would have held up against in the 70s. I don't think it would have. That's all I'm trying to say. Where I think Green Day could stand out in a lot of different eras.
Well, you're a punk rock fan too.
I am. I mean, I know I get that.
Yeah.
But Dave Grohl's a punk rock guy.
He came from that for sure.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call Foo Fighters very punk though.
No, they're not. I mean, they're
It's an alternative rock band.
I don't even know if that word even makes sense anymore. Alternative to what? Hair metal.
Well,
That's all that
alternative
meant.
meaning the genre that's called alternative music.
Yeah, but they used the term alternative because it was not hair metal. That's what it was alternative to.
but I'm saying if you talk about alternative bands right now, there are bands that just fit under that category. It's kind of like saying classic rock. There's classic rock, meaning a song is 30 years old.
Yeah.
But then there's the classic rock format.
So for Foo Fighters, are they classic rock now?
So I would call them, they are technically classic rock. Some of their songs are 30 years old.
Right.
But I wouldn't call them a classic rock band, but I would call them an alternative rock band under that category.
I mean, I see what you're doing with that. And not that it's wrong. I mean, I see how you're explaining it from a musicality standpoint.
Yeah.
I just think like socially and like when you're out with your buddies and you start talking about music, I don't know if Foo Fighters come up inside of 10 guys in their top 3. That's all I mean. And they've been
not guys your age, I'm sure.
I mean, even like say 10 to 15 years younger. You know, my kids, I get that. They're in their early 20s and late teens. Foo Fighters
is an old band to kids, man.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. You know, new rock to my kids, like, God, I mean, my son, Mikey, is really into music. Carlin, man, he was like that mush mouth rap shit forever. Right now, he's found like this weird, like he's got weird love of like 80s sort of new wave, and like, it's wild to watch your kids find different things that you liked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty.
I think your kid's an exception to the rule.
Who might
say? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
And I swear to you, I had very little. I mean, I think I'm responsible for igniting it in him.
Yeah.
I set that fire in him with music, but man, his journey was all his, man.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's really cool.
I turned him on to some stuff, and he'll tell me like, "Dad, you turned me on to this," but then he'll turn me on to 4 other things that he found because of what I turned him on to.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I'll say this again. I bond with my son Mikey over music and movies.
Yep.
And comedy. And it's one of the greatest. Man, I can fill up right now. Like, I just got emotional for a second. Wow. Let me gather myself here, Matt.
No, it's great, man, when you have that thing you can bond.
And it just, we spend hours talking about it, and we both love it. So it's if you're a guy my age and you got kids that are in their late teens and early 20s and you're not really know how to bond with them.
Yeah.
Try music, man. It's a wonderful way of identifying a relationship with someone. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
And then it's like, yeah. So man, that really got me for a second. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm not sorry.
Listen,
unexpected. Yeah.
And I know we're right in the middle of the music minute, but we just got word about Sean Diddy Combs, no bail.
Oh, thank
for
God.
The bad boy boss.
I can pleasure myself tonight.
Over the course of the day, lawyers from both sides had a chance to argue for and against Diddy's release. Alleged victims like Cassie Ventura submitted strongly worded letters speaking on how it would pose a safety risk if he were released. And for now, he will remain behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center, where he's been housed for the last 10 months as he awaits his sentencing.
By the way, I just have to say this. Say the name of the facility again.
The Metropolitan Detention Center.
Sounds nice, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds like a country club.
Did you see the one that Trump went to visit yesterday? Alligator Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah,
like
right.
The difference in naming.
It was like a chain link.
Oh my
fence
God.
Down there. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But the name of it, Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Who wants to go there, man?
No, not me.
The Metropolitan Detention Center?
Yeah.
I can handle a week there, I think.
I bet it's not
I bet
nice
it's not
as it
nice
sounds,
at all,
man.
right.
At least one fan outside was seen pouring baby oil on herself, while a security guard working for the Combs family was spotted wearing the "It's a Frico, not a Rico" t-shirt that we showed earlier. The judge has floated October 3rd as the day the sentencing will be announced. There is a remote hearing set for Tuesday to lock down the date, which Combs' legal team wants to happen sooner than later. So we're not going to know what his sentence is. He'll be in jail, but we won't know what his sentence is until October.
Yeah, I think that there isn't really anything I could say nice to this story because you know how I feel about him. But I will say, credit to the judge.
Yeah, they thought he could pose a flight risk, and I believe that too.
I do.
He has the means to get down to the Caribbean and disappear if he wanted to.
He has the means to go to anywhere on the planet.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think there's governments out there that would love to piss off Trump. You know
maybe.
what I mean? And let an American citizen,
yeah,
go there. Russia for one.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, are there a lot of black people in Russia? Like, I've never seen like black Russians other than ordered at a. Only time I saw a black Russian, the guy ordered one at a bar.
With
like
a drink.
Yeah, 48 hours the last time I saw one. But I'm just glad. Like, I wish he would have got the death penalty. Yeah. I do. I wish he would have got the death penalty. But and then a friend of mine, just a dick, texted me because the other day I was talking about when I said take him out back and shoot him, and he texted me, he's like, "You're such a racist," and I'm like, "What about what I said is racist?"
Yeah, right.
The guy's a rapist.
Yeah, exactly.
He's an evil drug dealing man.
Right.
Fuck him. I don't care if he was orange. Right. Had nothing to do with that.
Of course.
Zero.
Yeah.
And it just people. Celebrity is a weak.
You got that with the OJ trial too, though.
But it wasn't as visceral. Yeah, it was. Yeah. But we also didn't have the internet. Imagine the internet during OJ time.
Oh my God. El Blanco. Watch that chase on the internet, right? I watched that live on TV.
I was in a plane heading to my honeymoon the day of the Great Escape.
Wow.
In the Bronco with what was that guy's name? J had initials.
Who are you talking about?
His
Which
best
guy?
friend that drove the Bronco.
Oh God, I can't remember now.
JC?
Oh,
CJ?
If only there was a
device
that could help us.
Yeah, let's look at this shit.
Yeah, I was on my parents' living room floor, sitting there watching the slow speed chase that OJ did.
I got off the airplane in Florida, looked up in the airport, and there's 100 people around the television.
Yeah.
And I walk up, I'm like, what's going on? This guy goes, dude, fucking OJ is in a Bronco riding around LA threatening to shoot himself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and right there, I went, oh, he did it. Like, there, by the way.
Yeah. You remember the Howard Stern call that got through that day?
Dude.
the prank phone call?
No, it's just all of it. I mean, it's crazy.
All right. You mentioned, back to music news here. You had mentioned Tupac and Suge Knight.
Yep.
The question is now, Mick.
Yes, sir.
Did Tupac's friends and family smoke his ashes? If you're one of those Tupac is still alive people, this might burst your bubble here. Suge Knight says Tupac was cremated and his ashes were smoked, supposedly by family and friends. In an interview from prison, Suge said that after Tupac was cremated, his mom, Afeni Shakur, gathered with friends and family who proceeded to roll the ashes into a blunt and pass it around. Quote, "You got to understand, that's what made sense. It was symbolic. It's like you keep a part of him."
Yeah, I get it, brother.
But Suge didn't partake. He said, quote, "I was so happy to say I wasn't on probation. I couldn't smoke. I told his mother, Moms, I'd love to, but if I hit that, I get in trouble." He said, "I was probably the only one who didn't hit him."
Jesus Christ. Like, could you do that?
Oh, my God, no.
I'm trying to think. Like,
how disgusting would that be?
I'm a very ritualistic person. Like, I like rituals.
Why would you do it, though? Why?
I don't know. To breathe them in, kind of like, I know it's, but you have to understand the metaphors and stuff in rituals. And I mean, that's a weird one. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe spreading the ashes. I don't even want to touch people's dead ashes.
Come on, you wouldn't get high. You wouldn't want to smoke a bowl if they sprinkled some Keith Richards on it. I ain't gonna lie, I'd smoke some Keith Richards, dude. Just to say.
I don't know, man. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I probably
smoke
couldn't.
A dead person.
Imagine
the taste. Imagine how that tastes.
I don't think I would sprinkle it on real weed. It's ash. It's already burnt. It's going to taste like a burnt cigarette.
Oh, I would puke.
You never smoked.
I would just puke.
Did you ever smoke?
Long time ago.
You did?
Yeah.
That's why you still have such a good voice. I mean, listen to this. This is 30 years of Marlboro Reds till I quit.
I don't hear it in your voice.
Not anymore. I like the wheezing and then all that stuff. Man, when I was on the morning show, Dave Hill used to say to me, dude, your voice, I mean, you sound like you smoke 2 packs a day. And I went, yeah, I smoke 2 packs a day. It was a pack and a half, probably.
I don't know. There's some smoker voices I hear, and you're not one of the bad
No,
ones.
it was, you know, I always get, you get complimented on your voice a lot, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean, in public, people go, oh, you sound like a radio guy. Do you ever get that?
I do get that. Yeah.
I get it. And I don't think I sound anything like I hear on the radio.
Well, you never do, right? You never sound the same as in your head as you do on the radio. But it took me a long time to get used to hearing my voice back.
Yeah, I hate my voice. I don't like my appearance.
I'm not a fan either.
I don't like watching me do comedy.
My voice, I mean.
Yeah, no, right. I'm not a fan of my voice. Yeah, I'm not a fan of your voice either, man. No, I love your voice, dude. It's my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with your voice either.
No,
man.
I mean, it's just cutting.
You just hear it weird in your head.
I know it's loud. Like, I have a loud voice. I know that.
Now that the internet is there, things are different. But back in the day when we first got into radio, you didn't know what anybody looked like.
No.
So oftentimes you would get, these weird comments like, oh, you don't look anything like what I thought you would look like.
I got to tell you the funniest thing ever said to me about that topic.
Yeah.
So I think it was Night Show when I was with Jen. And we did, you remember I think it was the 30th anniversary party at Bohager's when Puddle of Mud played?
The radio stations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do.
We broadcast live from it. Me and Jen were on at night. And a girl came up to me, and she was probably my age or a little younger. And she goes, where's Mickey? Right? And I go, I'm Mickey. And she, like, her face goes white. And she goes, oh, my God. And I go, what? And she goes, I had no idea you were so small. Right? And I go, yeah. She goes, you're really small. And I go, you got me. And she goes, but I have to tell you, you're way better looking than I thought you were going to be.
Wow, is that right?
I go like this. I go, well, if I can get over that first statement, I'm going to appreciate that one. And she started laughing. And she's like, I'm so sorry. That was rude. She goes, I just pictured your voice. I thought you were like 6'3".
Yeah.
Like this big guy.
Well, you remember that. Remember when you were a kid, you used to listen to the radio, you get a picture in your head of what people you think people look like. And then you see them and you're like, that happened a lot back in the 80s and the 90s and before that, of course. But now with social media and websites and stuff, most of the time, what the person looks like.
Yeah. I can't believe they know what we look like and they keep watching.
Yeah. So it is much of a disappointment when they actually see me in person now.
No, you look good. They still look at me like, what? You're like a miniature person. I got to figure out what to call me.
What do you mean what to call you?
I'm not like a regular man size, right? I'm like jockey size, for real.
Yeah, right. Well, you used to be a jockey.
Yeah, well, not really a jockey. It was my grandfather's dream.
Yeah. You could have been a jockey.
I was good. I would. If my grandfather wouldn't have died in 78, whatever year that was, there was a really good chance. Real.
You would have to really get in the shape and lose some pounds because those guys are like 100 pounds, aren't they? 110 pounds.
115 is like 100 to 115.
Yeah.
Like Mark Johnston, a couple of those guys, they're a little bit taller, like 5'5", 5'6", 125 even. But anyway, the thing I wanted to tell you, I was so skinny until I was 23.
Yeah.
I mean, my nickname from my uncle was Bob, Bag of Bones. I was like, like when my son gets here later, you know how skinny Mikey is?
Yeah.
That was me.
Right.
Even more so.
I know. I was the same way, man. I was always super thin. I could eat whatever I wanted.
Too.
I mean, tons of junk food.
Yeah.
And I had a huge appetite, but I just never gained weight.
Yeah. And I didn't pick up on it when you're a kid that, both of my parents struggled with weight a little bit.
Yeah.
In their adult life. My mom never got huge, but she fluctuated over the years. I mean,
as most Americans do.
Right. I mean, my mom would take swings, it'd be 30 pounds up sometimes. Maybe, I don't know. She was so tiny. She's only 4'9".
Yeah.
That was the other thing. My mom's 4'9".
Right.
My dad at his tallest was like 5'7", 5'8". So I was destined for falling right in the middle.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm like 5'3". I might even shrunk a little bit by now. So I'm like 5'2", 5'3". And there's not a real height name for that. Like, you're just barely regular. You know what I mean? You look like a regular guy, but on the
Barely
small.
regular.
You know what I mean? As far as height goes, you're on the smaller side.
Height never bothered me, though,
It
man.
doesn't
It was
bother
never
me.
anything that was like, even if somebody came to me right now and said, if I could wave a magic wand and make you whatever, 6'5",
I would not pick taller if I could
wouldn't do
improve.
it.
No
I don't
way.
think I'd do it. I don't even care. I don't care.
Nope, I would not pick taller.
Yeah.
I like being myself. I'm not going to lie to you.
I like it too. I mean, it's who I am. It's who you are, right?
It's weird. When I was little, like the bigger friends in my neighborhood, and I think it was because I can make everybody laugh, I think.
Yeah.
Like, they always kind of like looked out for me. Like, with other kids my own age that were bigger. Like, the big dudes were always like, hey, don't fuck with Mickey. Mickey's cool, dude. You fuck with Mickey, you go through me first. Like, a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I think growing up, when looking back now, that happened. Guys looked out for me.
I had the same thing, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I think really tough men, good men that are tough, do that. You're not going to fuck with that guy. That guy can't even defend himself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But for my size, I was a tough little kid. I surprised some people sometimes.
Right.
But when you're a grown ass man and you're 5'3" and you're in a bar, you kind of at times you feel like a rabbit in a wolf's den.
Did you feel like you got picked on? Because I know a lot of times like the big guys are the ones that get picked on. Like people want to try themselves out with the alpha male in the room.
There is that.
Yeah.
But I think with me, it was never like picked on. It was like if I said something like funny and a guy took offense to it, they'd get like a little more physical than I think they would have if a regular size guy said. They took some liberties with me verbally and but I was never I never backed down.
Yeah.
I've taken an ass whooping, believe me. I've been thrown through a window.
Wow.
I've had my ass whooped over the years.
Yeah.
And I've won some fights. But so I don't have that fear of I'm not afraid to get beat up. I'm afraid to die. Who wants to die?
Sure.
But if a guy's going to beat my ass, I'm just going to cover up and take the whooping. There's nothing I can do, but I'm very fortunate. Like a lot of years, a lot of men were like, hey, what are you doing? You're 6'1", that guy's 5'3".
But you don't strike me as a guy that goes out looking for fights. Like
never.
I never. Throughout my years of friendships with certain people,
I know some real badass.
You couldn't go anywhere without them getting into trouble.
Of course, we all had those friends.
Yeah.
You and I both.
So certain people attracted. I never attracted it. I don't think.
Well, the weird thing is, guys like it.
Yeah,
there are guys out like getting hit. I got a friend. He used to say to me, he'd get punched, and he'd be like, "Dude, it just does something to me." And I'm like, "Does something to me too." Fucking makes me cry. It hurts.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Nah, man, it fucking." And I'm
wow.
like,
that's some deep-seated psychology there, man. I
think it's more of a I don't know. I think guys like that are just wired different, man.
Yeah.
They're just wired. Warriors are warriors. They're born with it.
Yeah, you're right. Because there are a lot
guys.
of guys I was just going to say, there are a lot of martial artists that I know that there aren't bullies. I would never define them as a bully at all.
Never.
But they're up for that challenge.
Every time.
Yeah.
And they cannot stand bullies. Most
of them will go out of their way to protect other people from
Absolutely.
bullies. Yeah.
Did you ever see the video? The guy's famous. MMA guy was in a Denny's. And he's with his friend.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that guy started mouthing off, and then
he's like, "Look, man, I don't want to."
He goes, "Listen, man, you've made a mistake with me."
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Oh, you think you're tough?" And he goes, "I'm really tough. I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
If you don't stop." And the guy wouldn't stop. And then the guy came towards him, and it was just 2 seconds.
Of course.
And he's holding the guy down, going,
"Right,
okay, jerk off. Are you done?"
Right. He's not even hurting the guy.
And
really.
then at that point, he's embarrassing him. He's slapping him in the head.
Yeah.
You done being an asshole? You done being an asshole?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Most people don't realize those skilled fighters are just so far out of the normal walking around guys league. And then most of those guys have way better cardio too.
Dude.
You have no chance is what I'm saying.
I'll never forget
with those guys.
A guy said to me one time, he said, I'm going to beat that guy's ass. And I said to him, I go, that guy is 8-time champion wrestler.
Yeah.
He won all 4 years in high school and all 4 years in college.
Right.
He's a national.
He's going to put you on your back.
He's going to fucking hurt you. Man, fuck that, I'm going to hit him once. And as soon as he walked up to him, the guy duck dropped, picked him up, slammed him, wrapped him up, and cranked. I don't know what it was, but the dude was like screaming.
Mm-hmm.
And we got him off. I'm looking at that guy. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It would be like me walking up to John Rollo and going, you know what, John? I'm sick of your shit. Let's go. Right? I mean,
John is a very big guy, and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu for the people that don't know.
And he's also like the nicest guy on the planet.
Oh, absolutely.
Until it's time not to be.
Right.
That's what I mean by warriors.
Yeah.
Guys that just know they can, and they hope they never have to.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that knows I can't, and I hope I never have to.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Unless you have to, right?
You got any more music?
Yeah. So, there was good old Willie Nelson over the weekend was forced to pull the plug on his show. He had a weather bump on the road. The 92-year-old legend had to cancel a big stop on his Outlaw Music Festival tour after extreme weather destroyed equipment and soaked their instruments, which has got to be a bummer. The show was supposed to be yesterday in El Reno, Oklahoma, but organizers say damage from heavy rain and high winds at a previous stop made it impossible to go on. The good news, Willie's iconic guitar Trigger is safe.
That guitar, by the way, I don't know. I mean, it's so cool to me.
Yeah.
That a guy that wrote some of the greatest songs ever. I mean, you could say whatever you want about Willie Nelson. That's a songwriting motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean,
What did we figure out? He has like 157 albums or something crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But they're all written on that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's like Green Day, too. Not quite as many hits, but he's got Billy Joe Armstrong has Blue, his guitar.
I mean, a lot of guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Queen.
Brian May built that guitar.
Yeah, he built that guitar.
Him and his dad.
Yeah.
In his garage.
Yep.
I mean, I think, or garage, as they say.
Yeah, his garage.
His garage. Anything else, buddy?
That's it for Matt's Music Minute, buddy.
All right, listen. Yeah. So to the listeners, Rumble, we are about to come back to you hard. We are developing this show. We are huge fans of obviously Rambo and those guys, and going to do their show again. I believe it's Monday.
You can do it this Monday?
I got to double check with Rambo. I'll know tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, the Rumble fans have been awesome. YouTube, as sparse as you are, you guys watch every day. Thank you so much. Facebook, you've been incredible. All the audio servers, I mean, Apple, Google, all of them, just people constantly looking for us. It's awesome. So thank you to everyone. Please subscribe to Rumble, to YouTube, to all of it. And we're just so happy. Big changes coming, big things ahead. And just keep praying for us and donating if you can, because it helps.
Yeah, we got Anthony Hurley coming in tomorrow to do the show. He'll be here at 5 o'clock Eastern time if you want to see it live. And he's got a brand new song he's going to premiere. Matter of fact, that Howie from Ballyhoo produced.
Oh, yeah. You know, I saw that video you sent to me.
Yeah.
I think that's actually shot at Red Eye's Dock Bar.
We'll have to ask him. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks exactly like it. Yeah. But even the bridge in the background, I'm like, that's what gave it away. I'm like, oh, that, because I'm there every other Sunday hosting the bikini contest.
Right.
And by the way, I think I'm going to take the rig down there one day and set up and just do the whole bikini contest live.
All right, you should.
Think I should do it?
Yeah.
I really do think I should.
Some bonus material.
Yeah, totally. Should I do it live or just record it?
Yeah, you know what? Record it and we'll put it in as bonus material.
The bikini contest.
We'll tell people about that soon, all the bonus stuff.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. The best partner in the business I could ask for, Matt Davis. I'm Mickey Coachella. You're the fans of Mickey Talks. You are loved, appreciated, and cherished. So we will see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. as usual. Thank you, and keep being nice to each other. Things get better. See you guys.